This is the Addiesdive's AD2511, a dive watch with sapphire crystal, anti-reflective coating, ceramic bezel, a Japanese quartz movement, 200 meters of water resistance, and a gorgeous dial, all under 50 bucks. Sounds too good to be true. I'm Roger, this is the Cheap Watch Club, and we're going to take a closer look at this watch. We're going to see how it wears, how it's built, and to see if it's worth it or not. So let's check it out. The first thing that really stands out on this watch is the dial. It has a gradient style finish with the color brighter towards the center and gradually darkening towards the outer edge. On this model, the color sits in that turquoise blue-green range and it shifts depending on the light, which gives the dial more depth than a flat, single-toned surface. The hour markers are applied and slightly faceted, sitting raised off the surface. That adds a real sense of layering, and the way they catch the light makes everything feel more three-dimensional without being busy. A black chapter ring with minute markings frames the layout, adding contrast without pulling attention away from the center. The hands have a polished finish and are well proportioned for a dive watch, standing out clearly for quick legibility. The date window is cleanly cut and left without a cyclops, which keeps the overall look balanced and uncluttered. The overall design feels very familiar in a good way, especially if you're into turtle-style divers like the Seiko Prospect Save the Turtle line. Those Seiko models typically retail well over $700. So seeing a similar visual approach here is pretty impressive. This model is also available in several color options, including green, gray, and yellow. In addition to this blue version, we had to pick up the yellow one too, and it's genuinely gorgeous. It gives the same watch a completely different look and feel. Moving out from the face, the case measures 43.8 millimeters with a 46.8 millimeter lug to lug, and about 12 millimeters of thickness, including the crystal and the case back. This definitely has some wrist presence. If you prefer smaller watches, it may feel big, but the shorter lug to lug helps it wear more comfortably than the numbers suggest. Personally, I enjoy having a bit of a presence, and this one delivers that without feeling awkward or top heavy on my 6.5-inch wrists. The case itself is made of 316-liter stainless steel with a mix of brushed surfaces and polished accents. It keeps things clean and functional, very much in line with what you'd expect from a modern dive watch. Up top, you get a ceramic unidirectional bezel with 120 clicks. The action feels solid, and a ceramic insert adds both durability and a more premium look than you'd normally expect at this price point. Covering the dial is a flat sapphire crystal with a blue anti-reflective coating, which really helps cut down glare when you're outside or moving between different lighting conditions. Around the side, the screw-down crown is easy to grip and does exactly what it needs to do. You also get 200 meters of water resistance here with a screw-down crown and case back, so water exposure is simply not something you have to worry about. Inside the AD2511 is a Japanese quartz movement, the Miyota 2115. It's accurate, reliable, very low maintenance, and you don't have to think about winding, power reserve, or keeping it on a winder. You just set it and forget it. For a watch like this, that actually makes a lot of sense. It fits the idea of a dependable daily dive watch that you can grab and go without thinking about it. When you look at everything together, sapphire crystal, ceramic bezel, solid case construction, and a reliable Japanese movement, these are the kinds of features you usually see on watches that cost 2 or 3 times as much. So the specs are awesome, especially for the price. But when we review a watch, we want to wear it for a bit before we come up with any opinions. So I wore this on and off for about 2 weeks and just paid attention to how it felt. This is where a watch really starts to reveal itself. Once we stop thinking about it and just wear it, you start to notice things that don't show up right away. Wearing it while walking, driving, running errands, that's when you start to understand what a watch is actually like to live with. One of the first things we noticed was the bracelet. It has a solid feel and enough weight to balance the case, but comfort is where it starts to fall short. There's noticeable looseness in the links and some stretch from the pushpin construction, which is to be expected at this price point. We also noticed some arm hair pull from the bracelet, which adds to comfort issues. For us, this is a watch that would benefit being swapped to a different bracelet or a NATO strap for maximum comfort. If you owned an Addiesdive before, a lot of this is going to feel familiar. We also have the AD2117, and spending time with both, it's clear they share a lot of the same DNA. The case shape, overall proportions, bracelet style, and general build quality are very similar. If you already like how Addiesdive watches wear and feel, this one is not going to surprise you. It just offers a different look. Now, my favorite part, the Lume. When it comes to Lume, Addiesdive usually doesn't disappoint, and that's the case here as well. The AD2511 uses BGW9 Lume on the hands, hour markers, and even on the ceramic bezel, which is always nice to see at this price point. It charges quickly and glows a bright blue, making the watch easy to read in low light. It doesn't last all night and it's not luxury diver level, but it's consistent, usable, and exactly what we expect from Addiesdive. So after wearing this for a while, the Addiesdive's AD2511 makes a lot of sense to us. And it's not perfect, but it does a lot of things right. It delivers a lot of value for the price, especially if you're looking for a daily watch you don't have to worry about. And we're not sponsored by Addiesdive. We bought this watch ourselves. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check it out. And if you enjoyed this review, feel free to like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for spending some time with us. This is the Cheap Watch Club, and we'll see you on the next watch.